Hi everyone, welcome you all. So, my dear students, previously we were doing some of the question paper from information practices previously issued by CBSE, and in this series we are going to attempt 2019, and you can check it out. It is outside Delhi 2019 information practices, and this is equally good for computer science people because in in information practice previously this question paper was of 30 marks and it will give you more practice, right? So let us start our quest for the day. And the first question is: Ajay has applied a constraint on a column such that Ajay will certainly have to insert value in this field. When he insert a new row in the table, which constraint has Ajay used? So what question says is, whenever Ajay inserts a value, he has to enter that particular value and he cannot skip it. So the answer is not null or a primary constraint. Both are equally good. So not null constraint is the constraint which do not allow null value. Similarly, primary key, when you specify a primary key, then you are forced to insert a unique value. So that means you have to insert a value and you cannot skip it. That's why both the answer are correct and you will get a 1 marks for any of the answer. Right. So now when we talk about the foreign key constraint, value has to match with the primary key of the other table, but you can still insert a null value, right? So there is no limitation in the foreign key that you can insert. You have to insert a value. You can simply specify null in a foreign key column. So now let's move to our next question. Student table has a column named remark that store remarks. The value stored in remark are pass or not pass or completion, etc. Write a SQL query to display details of all rows except those that have remark as pass. Okay, so you need all the rows where remark is not the where pass is not the remark. So I think this is really pretty simple. Select a state from student where remark not equals to pass is my pick. This is the one of the best answer you can specify in this case, or you can use any of the answer not in pass or in not pass comma completion, or this is not advisable because your table may contain many other options, right? So this is the pick for the answer. Now let us move to another question. Here you can see there is a table. On the basis of this table we have to write the answer. So now let's see. Select average score from result where exam id is equals to 1. So you have to add all the exam ids scores for the exam ID one. So first is 20, 20 plus 30, 50, 50 plus 14. You can see it's 64, 64 plus 32. I think it is somewhat 98. So 98 divided by 4, you get 24, I think. Okay, so 24 must be the answer for the first query. Now let us examine the second. Select exam ID, average score from result, group by exam ID. So what you have to do, you have to make a group of unique IDs. So first group is 1 and second is 2. Now you have to add all the values, all the scores from the exam ID where we have 1. Okay, so answer will be 24 first for the row 1 because we have already calculated it, so it should be 24. And for the second, if you calculate 25 plus 35 is equals to 60, 60 plus 15 is equals to 60 plus 15 is equals to I think 85, 85 plus 13 is how much, so whatever, if you calculate it you will get a 24. So this will be the answer. Okay, hope you got it how to use a group by, right? So you have to make a group of different groups and then calculate according to the aggregate function which is specified. Okay, for example, instead of a max Okay, now let us have next question, that is consider a table item, write SQL command to delete the last row. So you need to delete only one row. So the statement is delete from where product ID is equals to 105. Okay, now why we have chosen product ID is equals to 105? Because it is a unique value. And if you see, if we write product quantity is equals to 800, then this command will delete two rows. And similarly, if I say product code is equals to pencil, then also it will delete these two rows. And if I say price is equals to 20, then it deletes three rows. So the best and most accurate is product ID, because it is a primary key of the table, right? That's why we need a primary key to uniquely identify each and every tuple in a relation. Now, coming to the point, write the purpose of, before this let us discuss one more thing. Suppose if you want to delete a complete table, then you need a drop command. Okay, drop is a data definition language. It will completely remove the table from the database, right? And to delete only rows, you need delete. Okay, so let's move to next. Write the purpose of setting auto commit is equals to 0. Actually, this is not in the syllabus, not in CS, not in IP. Basically, it is used to set a transaction auto commit transition property. For example, if you set it to 1, then it is in a auto commit mode. That means if you specify any DML statement, it will straight away make all the changes done by that DML statement permanent to our database. And if you set auto commit is equals to 0, then transaction is in a manual mode and you have to specifically fire a commit command. Now, then only the changes will be made permanent. For example, let's say we have this statement. To make this permanent, I have to use a commit command. Okay, but you don't have to worry about it. So let's leave it. Okay, so next, and the last is, while creating a table, when a column is declared with data type and size as decimal 20 comma 6, how many maximum number of a digit may be present to the right of the decimal point? So right hand side, that means after the decimal places. So you can see we have a 6 will be the number of decimal places, and total number of digits will be 20. Okay, so that's the question number 5, and this is what we are going to do today. And homework for you people will be the question number 5. Okay, so this is our question number 5. You have to do it. I will share the PDF of 2019, and then you have to do question number 5 in your practical copy. Okay, so bye for now and have a nice day.